Hi, I'm John Arnson from Courthouse Technologies, and this is Courthouse JMS training video on calendaring a case, civil. Let's start from the login screen. When at the login screen, you enter your username and password. When you enter your username and password, it takes you to the default page. In most cases, this will be the calendar view. Once at the calendar view, you will want to calendar a case. There are 4 ways to do this in Courthouse JMS. The first method is in the case view page. If you are currently at this page or it is your default page, click the New Case button to calendar a new case. The second way to calendar a case is through the Case Transactions view page. You'll find this at the bottom of the View menu. If you are at this page or it is your default page, again, click the New Case button to calendar a new case. The third method in calendaring a case would be through the File menu. Just run your mouse over File, then New, and click on Case to take you to a new case record. The last and most convenient way to calendar a case, especially if you are currently at the calendar view, would be to right-click your mouse on the date you wish to create the case for. Then select Create New Case. This would take you to a blank case record. Once at the case record, the first thing that you will want to look at is the court location that you're creating this case for. This only applies if you have access to more than one court location. Next, you select the type of case you are calendaring. For this example, we are creating a civil case. The next step is to fill out all of the necessary case info. We will start with the case number. In most cases, this will be provided to you by your court's administration. This is the only field that is absolutely mandatory for calendaring a case. The next field is the description field. Typically, in a civil case, you would put the plaintiff versus the defendant. You can put anything you want here. However, if you put nothing, the system will automatically bring the case number down into this field upon creation. Once done, you can choose the jurisdiction for this case. This is something you enter through the lookup tables. From here, you enter the starting date of the case. Note that if you have come to this page by right-clicking, the date will already be there. You can change this at any time. Right next to the case date is the time the case starts. This field is formatted for 24-hour time. The judge field is the next to fill out. Since it is a drop-down box, you will already have all of the judges entered in through the lookup tables, along with other important information that is tied to each judge. This is because when you select a judge for a case, you will also be selecting the default courtroom, panel seating template and chart, and the jury seating template and chart. This is because when you create judges in the lookup tables, you are required to attach a default courtroom, panel seating template and chart, and jury seating template and chart to each judge as shown here. If the default courtroom that comes up after selecting the judge is different than the one being used for this case, you can always select from the drop-down list like so. This also goes for the panel seating template and chart. As Courthouse JMS has a seating chart template builder, you can design a template that matches the physical characteristics of the courtroom you are holding the trial in. From there, you can determine through choosing a seating chart how you or the judge wants the jurors to sit within the template. Once you have chosen the judge and attached fields, you can enter the number of panelists for voir dire the judge has requested for this case. You can also enter how many jurors and alternates will be on this case, here and here. Once done, you will have the option to make the case pay when complete. Pay when complete is used when you wish to pay everyone who has served except those jurors who are a part of this ongoing case. You cannot pay these jurors until the case is closed. You also have the ability to make a case anonymous. You turn on this flag if jurors are to remain anonymous. This would be used in high-profile cases that require the addresses of the jurors to be withheld from the panel package. From there, you can label a case sealed. If the judge determines a case to be sealed, you can label a case in Courthouse JMS as such. If a case requires the jurors to be sequestered, Courthouse JMS allows you to put the date in which this started, here. The Notes field allows you to add any additional comments that you wish to put in the case record. When creating or editing a case record, it is very important that you do not fill out 3 specific fields on the page unless you wish to end the case. One is the disposition field. The second is the case canceled reason field. And the last is the end date field. If you enter a disposition or a case cancel reason, the system will automatically enter an end date into the record and the case will be considered closed. Once all of the information is filled out, you can click Save to save the case record. Once saved, take note of the information that Courthouse JMS provides you at the top of the page. There is the court location name, the number of panel members sent, how many jurors are seated on the case, the number of alternates on the case, and the status of the case. At this point, you will be able to go to the Details tab of the case record shown here to add some more useful information. In a civil case, you can add the name of the plaintiff or plaintiffs by filling out the field like so. This also goes for the defendants as shown on the screen. Underneath the plaintiff and defendant's names, you can enter whether or not there is a deposit, how much, and the date the deposit is handed into the court. From there, you add the main plaintiff and defense attorney's names and the law firm they represent. The law firms you have to choose from for both sides are added in the Lookup Tables page by your system administrator. Please note that the list of law firms will be the same for both the plaintiff's attorney and the defendant's attorney. The Details tab is also where you can enter in the outcome of the case by selecting one of the 2 options provided to you. You would do this at the end of the case. Once you have entered in all of the information you wish to add, you click Save to finish with this page. From here, we will go back to the calendar to see the case we have just created. Once we are at the calendar view, you will see the case number we just created on the day it was created for. It will also have a blue marker next to it. This signifies it is a new case. If you have any further questions regarding this or any other training movie, please contact us at 1-877-521-2199 or email us at support@courthouse-technologies.com. Thank you.